We're Team 30 and we'll be investigating how influencers turn their followers into value. Influencer marketing is when a business and an influential person on social media collaborate to promote a product, service or campaign. Social media influencers represent a new type of independent third-party endorser, where they establish credibility in one or several niche areas and shape the attitudes of their sizable network. Their daily narratives provide an insight into their lives and build trusting relationships with followers. 72% of Instagram users make purchases based off posts, representing opportunity for brands that was not previously possible through traditional means of marketing. So in return for revenue, influencers create value for themselves by engaging with their followers to influence their behaviour.
Polly Vidaz is a self-employed micro-influencer with 33,000 followers from Newcastle. Her expertise lies in illustrating, designing and cooking. Her Instagram content contains photos of her products, her day-to-day life as a designer and the food that she makes. She specialises in feel-good, quirky and fashion-focused accessories, and her target demographic is 15 to 25-year-old girls with interest in art and healthy food. We applied several key academic articles and theories to our study to investigate how Polly turns her followers into value through creating publicity, engagement and ultimately revenue. Firstly, we studied word of mouth, which is an informal method of communication that influencers use to target consumers about the use, ownership and characteristics of a good or service. Word of mouth is key to the success of businesses, as it is a primary factor behind 20 to 50% of purchasing decisions and drives twice the sales of traditional advertising. Looking at Polly, we analysed her efforts to trigger word of mouth online through applying Mangled and Foold's framework, which explains that brands can use social media to influence buyer decisions. Secondly, we looked at 3 ways that influencers' social media posts can be repurposed through advertorial dissemination, aggregation and instigation. Dissemination refers to posts broadcasting information about the product but demands no action from followers. Aggregation involves followers interacting with posts for rewards, and instigation involves followers generating similar content. Further, we studied Arvison's and Caliandro's research to identify Polly's followers create a brand public around her brand rather than a community. This is because Polly's followers share interest in her brand but do not interact with each other and do not have a collective identity around the brand. Finally, we studied how Polly enhances consumer trust to drive value co-creation based on Prahalad and Ramswami's research, identifying how Polly and her followers generate value through a collaborative approach.
Polly's core values are positivity, excitement and passion, and she narrates herself as a trustworthy, organic and honest. For example, she regularly shares her everyday struggles and how they impact her business, as illustrated in the screenshot.
On average, Polly posts 21 times per month and has an average of 1,390 likes per post. However, these are irregular and vary from 1 to 8 posts per week. She uses Instagram stories daily, averaging 22 stories a day. Her stories and posts demonstrate authenticity and create brand loyalty, and develop a face-like-face relationship with her followers. They are therefore important as they influence her consumer decision-making and drive increased sales. Polly posts photos to promote her brand Sai, both directly and indirectly. Product-only photos are posted directly to promote exclusive offers or the launch of a new collection, and consist of 29% of her posts. She encourages her followers to buy the products from her website by tagging and referring to Sai in the caption. Other posts generally provide a snapshot of her everyday life, whilst indirectly advertising her own company. These posts promote Polly's products in artistic, blogger-style pictures to build her image as a lifestyle influencer, whilst also tagging her company Sai. For example, this picture highlights how Polly subtly promotes her products by using them herself, creating value through driving more product sales and brand value. Using the framework proposed by Mangled and Foold's, we were able to determine how Polly uses Instagram to trigger word of mouth. Polly provides information and is very transparent when it comes to running her company.
Definitely made a mistake with my ordering.
This means that consumers know a lot about her business, which in turn means they're more likely to talk about it. Polly narrates stories about the inspiration behind her products and how she develops new collections. These stories are often funny and explain the recent challenges she has had to overcome. Stories are memorable and therefore trigger positive word of mouth for her company. Moreover, Polly's distinctive and attractive products cause her followers to share their purchases on their own social media pages, exposing Polly to their follower base. In addition, Polly encourages customers to give feedback on her products and ask for product recommendations. Her followers feel engaged and are able to contribute to the products they purchase, giving them a sense of ownership. As consumers become more aware of digital marketing techniques, they have become more skeptical of brand marketing campaigns. As such, there's a growing trend of consumer reflexivity. Polly's honest approach to Instagram stories is protected against this through demonstrating the authenticity of herself and her brand. This helps Polly create value by maintaining good customer relations, creating brand loyalty, and driving more sales. Polly engages in advertorial practices to promote Sai. She demonstrates advertorial dissemination on a regular basis, posting photos of her products with detailed descriptions. Although Polly asks followers for feedback and to respond to surveys, she rarely employs any techniques resembling advertorial aggregation as defined by Aberdeen. Polly's technique reveals a way posts can be repurposed which is not identified in Aberdeen's paper, as Polly is still able to trigger engagement without an explicit reward. However, she regularly encourages her followers to recreate her recipes, capture on their story with a tag, which she then reposts, demonstrating advertorial instigation. While Polly has predominantly used her platform to promote her company Sai, in the last few months we have seen a shift in theme from her work posts towards recipes and food blogging. The screenshots compare her Instagram feed from October to now. Although Polly shares the relevant lifestyle and fashion brands that she uses in her daily life, she tends not to do any paid partnerships with brands, as this does not suit her transparent, honest approach, and she hasn't found the campaigns to be effective.
Polly initiates parasocial interaction, where she generates the illusion of a face-to-face relationship with her followers. Through creating a visual representation of her personal life, Polly can have persuasive power over her followers, creating value by growing her following, building follower relationship, and ultimately promoting her personal business and generating revenue. According to Cover and Pace, a brand community is defined by a group of people expressing a similar passion for a specific brand and interacting around it. However, while Polly's followers share the same interest, the only interaction occurring on her account is between individual followers and Polly rather than discussion and networking within the follower group. In fact, Polly's operating model can be illustrated by the traditional model of a customer-based relationship rather than Munich and Nugin's brand community triad. Polly's followers have a constant focus of interest rather than interaction. They are rarely structured by discussion and don't exhibit a collective identity around the brand. Therefore, they resemble Arvidsson and Colliandro's definition of brand publics, an organized media space kept together by a continuity of practices of mediation. In fact, Polly's followers add publicity value to her brand by publishing and sharing her posts and stories, as well as by giving their opinions on her products on their own accounts. This contributes to creating value for Polly, as by advertising her work, her present followers attract potential new customers. Engagement rate is the percentage of people who click, like, share, or comment on a post. On Instagram, it can be calculated by dividing the engagement, like or comment on a post, by the number of followers. Polly's engagement rate is 4.25%, which is very beneficial for her, since an audience is usually very engaged with an influencer's content if the engagement rate is superior to 3%. Moreover, knowing that a high number of followers lowers the engagement rate, Polly's followership is not going to be affected with Instagram cutting fake followers, as she has built up a loyal followership with her authentic persona. In addition, the engagement rate does not take into account direct messages, and Polly prides herself on being very responsive to messages from her followers. However, in an interview, Polly revealed that she doesn't pay attention to social media metrics and didn't know how they worked, so this is something that could be improved upon. Polly's business strategy is to generate revenue from promoting her sales online via her online shop, with the aim to go into physical stores in 2019 once she has enough demand and knowledge in terms of the running of her business. From Hoffman and Fodder's strategic options for social media management chart, we determined Polly to be a naive optimist, as she is successful in her sales and outreach, but does not focus on evaluating her social media monitoring, which can bring her to the dead-end quadrant. According to Limkin and Truss, there are 7 internet business models that exist. Although Polly does not fit entirely into one model, we have recognized similarities between Polly and both the production-based and advertising-based model. Since Polly sells her product, integration of the production-based model allows her to have a direct contact with the audience, which facilitates customization and problem-solving. Usually, influencers use their platforms for promoting other brands. However, the interview with Polly revealed that she rarely engages in sponsored campaigns. Nevertheless, she does use advertising-based model in a way that she provides the content to her audience about the product in an advertorial manner. Therefore, she fits part of both models, but her source of income is from sales of her own products rather than ads. There are 4 value drivers for Polly. Authentic persona. From the interview, we found Polly deliberately decided to stay niche. This is a good tactic for now, because followers perceive products as more unique when endorsed by influencers with moderate amount of followers. Transparency. She adds a personal touch by showing behind-the-scenes decision-making process. Face-to-face interaction. Through creating a visual representation of herself, she builds customer loyalty because customers feel they are valued. Polly therefore makes her audience stick to her because she creates trustful relationship. Feedback. Her followers add value to her business, as they regularly provide her with feedback, leading to co-creation, helping Polly to create products that are more desirable to her target audience. By keeping her customers satisfied and engaged, Polly triggers word of mouth by indirectly encouraging them to share their opinion on her products and to communicate their positive attitude to other potential customers. This can be positive or negative, both of which affect consumer trust and purchase intention. This leads to value co-creation, which represents the value created before the market exchange. Fargo and Lost claim that companies and customers generate value through interaction. Indeed, while Polly's followers do not shape a brand community because of the lack of interaction between themselves, they contribute to value co-creation by interacting with Polly. Polly's goal should be to generate customer trust and purchase intention in order to create value for herself and her followers. This can be done by shaping word of mouth and actively engaging with customers in order to influence them and talking to others about her. From the Q&A, her strengths are being a creative director, understanding the market and her target audience. Her ability to build personal, honest relationship and design products that her followers want enable her to create value to her target audience. She also generates value from followers by using their feedback, triggering word of mouth, and building brand loyalty. According to Lynn and Hisa, to structure her e-business model, Polly needs to develop her strategy in 3 key areas: business technology, business management, and collaboration capabilities. Regarding business management, because she identified that she has weak business logic, the likelihood of her moving into the dead-end quadrant is higher. Therefore, although she understands her consumer, if she doesn't regularly adopt and monitor her social media and business strategy to ensure a sustainable business model, she can lose relevance and sales. If Polly does plan on becoming more of a food blogger, then she could split her posts between her 2 accounts to avoid her feed becoming confusing and irrelevant to certain followers. By strategically leveraging points above, Polly has a potential to become a platform. By extracting and analyzing her data, Polly could hold a monopoly on her niche segment. Polly hopes to get her products into shops by the end of 2019, which will require operating on a larger scale. Therefore, Polly could benefit from developing partnerships with wholesale suppliers and retailers to improve the efficiency of interfirm operations. Polly should make more use of her followers' feedback by regularly providing a better toolkit for her followers to participate in the design process, utilizing the benefits of co-creation and open innovation via social media. Thank you for your time and have a good day.